We're about ready to get this one underway. Waiting on Baldomero Toledo, the 48-year-old U.S.-born official. And we are underway. Tonight's VAR is Kevin Scott, and we're glad you could join us at Blue. San Jose has not lost to a Canadian side here at Avaya Stadium in 8 matches. And already there's the turnover. Teixeira, as Luis Felipe slips, he's headed there. This is a team that has struggled defensively. We'll talk a little bit about that later with Danielle, but
the Alphonso Davies and Nick Lima, and straight away after the cross by Lima, Alphonso Davies breaking the other way. So it's an interesting matchup, that one.
It'll be a good cat and mouse matchup to watch.
Erickson attempted a give and go, and the speedy Davies stepping in front.
Yes, good work there by Alphonso Davies, just sticking with his task and tracking back and then staying with the run on Nick Lima on the give and go. So it's good work by the young man there. Michael Starry, Danielle, I think he's looking for Danny Houston as much as he can.
I think that's important, and you talked a little bit about finding Houston. Let's take a look at this, though.
Here comes Jameer Hike. He's got Nerwinski on his hip. Jameer looking for support. Jameer on his right foot. 7th minute, Avaya Stadium. These two teams will play again next weekend in Vancouver. Chipped ball falling to Hika. There's the drive! Goal! San Jose! The Quakes were knocking, and they've broken through. 1-0.
He's had 2 or 3 chances to get these type of crosses in, and this one comes out to Jameer Hika. He has the time and the ability to settle it, and with his right foot, knock a good, strong shot past Stefan Marinovic in the goal for Vancouver. 1-0 Quakes.
There's that speed that we were talking about with Reyna, Alphonso Davies, Russell Tybert, 8th year in Vancouver. Davies cross, deflected out. First quarter of the match.
EB could have passed the ball. We need to talk about that combination for the forwards, but a good strong start for the Quakes.
Now to keep Washington out of the area. Tarbell with a big right-handed punch, but it's run down. Sent back in. This time Mon got ahead to it. Teixeira spinning it in front, deflected away by the head of, I believe that was Florian Youngberth. Vako, Hika. Danny Houston back to Hika for Erickson. Hika's onside. That would go on for a corner. Real quick, Danielle.
Remember England using this tactic in the World Cup.
Vako. Kasia waiting for Danny Houston. Edge of the 6. Reyna, and then Magnus Eriksson battles him off the ball. This is that counter we talked about, but Nick Lima speeding back. Reyna and Erickson.
In the last few games for the Quakes.
Felipe sidestepping. Has the ball taken off of him briefly for Godoy. He's got an overlapping Queberg on the left. Joel Queberg, left-footed cross for Houston! But right into the midsection of the waiting Stefan Marinovic.
Right in there. There's space for Danny Houston.
Well, and Danielle, we talked before the match about how Vancouver has struggled this year. They've given up 49, now 50 goals. Right at the end of the 90 minutes to pull out a 2-2 draw in Vancouver. That every match is like a cup match. Vako will give it a try. Luis Felipe. Is the ball taken off of him? This is Davies. He puts a drive on low. Tarbell in good position. Quakes already have a goal from Jameer Hika in the 7th minute. Magnus Erickson. Goal! San Jose! 2-0 Earthquakes.
The beautiful PK to the top corner, and he puts it in with precision and power. Stefan Marinovic goes the right way, but there's no way he's going to save that one. That's a good penalty kick by Magnus Eriksson.
Erickson converted in the Quakes' only goal at Colorado, August 11th from the penalty spot just before the 1 hour mark. At the 20-minute mark, Quakes with a 2-0 advantage. Kamara got ahead to it, and it'll go out for a corner kick.
It's exactly like this one in the last home game against New York Red Bull.
In swinger, right in front of Andrew Tarbell. Go to Vako, who flicked it back to Anibal Godoy, and with a full head of steam, here comes Magnus Eriksson. Taken by Godoy. Marcel de Jong not giving him an inch. You start to see one of the qualities, one of the many qualities that Quakes Michael Starre and general manager Jesse Fioradelli really like about Luis Felipe.
Left-hand side, but I do like the way they're switching the point of attack, and I do like the way when the Quakes win the ball, they're being positive, and they're really trying to get immediately at the back four of the Vancouver Whitecaps.
No timetable for his return. Vako trying to pull it back. Kamara for Davies, allowing a lot of goals. What were the issues on those two besides the penalty to allow the Earthquakes to get so deep? We'll get that answer in just a second. Danny Huset popped up into the air. This is Hika, and coming out and spilling it is Marinovic, but it'll be Vancouver possession. Has it on his favored right foot. Danny Huset. This is Felipe. Drove that one into the back of Teixeira.
Since he's not getting over the first defender, which was Eriksson, and then Guram Casio, why take up 6'5" Watson if you're going to knock it to the near post? It has to be better.
Eriksson took that right off Davies, but won back by Vancouver. This is Tybert. Felipe.
Size Daniel for the Quakes to get this first one and then second goal, and then how can they defend that lead and also then pick off Vancouver for other goals as the game goes on?
Yeah, it's a new challenge for the Earthquakes. We haven't seen them take the lead.
Jameer Hika, nice turn. Too many white jerseys around him. And this is the counter. Reyna beating Godoy for speed. 3 against 4, and Reyna goes down. Anibal Godoy incensed over something, but
well, he's incensed at the fact that Jameer Hika gave the ball away.
Start like tonight. Last time the Quakes got on the board first was against FC Dallas on the road, which turned into a 3-1 victory for San Jose.
That first goal, add a second. Been a very good start for the Quakes so far.
Chip. There's Nick Lima. Toward the halftime of that match that they'd get out of there with a point. Even though they led 2-1 late in the match, he would have been happy. So there is something about the way Carl Robinson wants in the first half.
And I think if you asked him the same question, he'd probably give you the same answer right now, but it just illustrates they are a dangerous team. They keep battling.
Daniel, we had that play by Joel Queberg to head that ball out on that back post lofted attempt by Vancouver. He's making his second straight start. Have you seen better play from him?
In helping out the team defensively.
And a team like Vancouver that can counterattack, that's certainly key.
Teixeira giving it away on pressure from Florian Ljungwirth. Teixeira loses his footing. Nerwinski steps in front. Reyna. Jordi Reyna.
Good work defensively against Florian coming out from his defensive position to attack and close down the ball. Eriksson getting in the way as well.
Kamara trying to chest it down for Jordi Reyna.
For Queberg, I think, Daniel, but he's looking a little bit tired out there. He doesn't manage his energy that well. He seems to go for everything and gets tired in the game, and now he's up against Davis. Well read by Flo Ljungwirth.
Kasia got a foot in there. 41st minute at Avaya. I need to stick around. Coming up at halftime in the Norcal Honda Dealer halftime show. A special award given out to an Earthquake from UEFA.
It's good skill by Anibal Godoy. Creates just a little bit of space for himself.
And Felipe knocking it out. Vako has it taken off of it by Davies. With Kamara to his right. Trying Tried to slide it forward for Davies and knocked out.
Activity on attack. If he can get the ball in good spaces, turn and face up towards goal.
Long throw. Nearly found Waston. Big toll to add 2 minutes here. Mond took a little bit too long. Danny Houston able to catch up and knock it out. Well, so far the Quakes have executed the game plan perfectly. Good effort there by Queberg. Wide for Nowinski. The cross. Looking for Kamara, who slipped. Nowinski barrels into Queberg.
And they clipped heads on that one, I think, as well.
To see if Queberg can continue. Baldomero Toledo signals the end of the first half, which was all Earthquakes. Hika scoring in the 7th minute. Erickson from the penalty spot. Baldomero Toledo making sure the watch works, and we are underway in half number 2. Yordi Reyna being chased by Luis Felipe. Headed ball is turned aside. Kamara got his head to it.
Big save early for the Quakes and Andrew Tarbell, because the Whitecaps, I think that Cole Robinson's had a few words with his team and he's made them come out with.
He's also got some help here from Erickson. Nice ball. Erickson tried to cut it back against Yordi Reyna.
Yes.
Okay.
It's a good event.
Danielle, Michael Starre, what did he say to you at halftime?
Well, he thought that the play out of the team for the first 30 minutes at the end of the first half. He said Vancouver has some
yeah, we were all holding our breath there.
Hold your breath.
Has some explosive players.
Luis Felipe, Vako, give and go, trying to curl one around Marinovic. And out it goes to Vancouver. We'll make some changes. Not quite ready yet, but the Quakes have Erickson standing over this one. Kasia couldn't get his head to it. And I believe that'll be another quarter kick. Vancouver's ability to score goals. Queberg has it taken off of him. Teixeira, all by himself, gives him a send-off. Felipe will come off as well. Nico Mesquita and Ali Ghazal will come on. Kamara going up for that one. Ghazal, Teixeira. Vancouver sustaining the attack. Teixeira's low drive. What a hop. Flow. That one hops over the head of Tybert, but Davies has it, and his drive up high. Waston getting into position just in front. Now making his way to the side. Through traffic. Reyna has scored. Went through the wall, skipped past Tarbell, and it's 2-1 Earthquakes.
That's one that Tarbell probably should have done better with, to push it away, not so much take it and hold on to that one, but it did bounce just in front of Tarbell, but he needs to push that one away, not into the back of the goal. Did come through the wall. You can see the way that
Have fresh legs up top. I'd consider Wando. I'd consider Oduro as well.
Here's the counter, played forward, Teixeira moving in, cutting it back on his right foot, and we're even. Eighth goal of the season for Christian Teixeira.
this transition to come, and the pressure that Danielle talked about just wasn't on the ball. That would have been a penalty, probably with the handball by Cashew as well, but it's a good finish, cutting inside and slotting it past by Christian Teixeira.
Kamara will get the assist, and in a blink of an eye, a 2-0 Quakes lead has evaporated. The defender, Hika sticking with it. Jamir Hika dropping for Husin. Couldn't get a right foot to it.
Felipe was more losing his footing.
Jamir Hika, a goal to get things started.
Agree with Danielle, I thought he had a good game.
Well, and the reality is for these guys, as much as they're playing for tonight and to get a result tonight,
Quick plug for our Facebook Live segments before every Earthquakes match online. Reyna is onside. The flag stays down. Kamara. It's 3-2 Vancouver. And the counter gets him again.
On the long ball. The Quakes are looking for the offside, but from where we looked, it wasn't. And then he's made the right decision. He's made the easy pass to set up Kai Kamara, who doesn't want to celebrate because he used to play with the team.
Well, and his old teammate at Houston will now come on for the Earthquakes. ECL, America's fastest growing TV brand, and the official TV.
Both, in my opinion, and if they are to get back into this game, their speed of play has to improve.
Lima headed for Wondolowski, Derwinski, and this is Reyna. Felipe, and the Quakes win it back. Well, about 20 minutes remaining. This match has had plenty of action. And Derwinski not giving up from the crowd here. And Baldomero Toledo is going to come over and have a short conversation with Carl Robinson as Hurtado comes on.
And Carl Robinson has been rotating his squad and certainly using his substitutes. All three on now. No more left for them.
Lima gets there first. Attempted to put that through the legs of Davies. Out for another Earthquakes corner.
He has been the catalyst, I think, for this display by the Whitecaps in the second half.
Tonko couldn't get ahead to it. Felipe slips and cleared out.
It's fine. The bad mistake is when it's to the head of Waston, and then they can easily be the ones to start that counterattack against the Quakes defense.
Combo play there. Cross. Hurtado tried to turn it on Kasia. Yordi Reyna, outswinger. Gazal. Aduro. Well, between Kamara, Wondolowski, and Dominic Oduro, you've had some of the biggest names in goal-scoring history.
Probably going to go with three at the back with either Felipe or Godoy stepping into those roles.
Wondolowski. That one will be out for a corner.
One just deflected over for a corner.
Punched high. Start and stop from Godoy. Advancing. Moving right around. Gazal. There's the cross. Davies. Lima. Oduro calling for it. Danny Houston. Ball is loose in front. Wondolowski. Danny Houston. Houston for Luis Felipe. Kasia. Cross front. Vaco. Out for a corner. Wrist injury. So he's just trying to get healthy players back there. Flo. Dropping for Vaco. Pinballing in traffic. Last touch by the Earthquakes. 6 minutes. But the Quakes need to keep Vancouver off the scoreboard. Hurtado. Shot! Up into the Ultras.
Some good support coming here. Good runs by Chishira and also Mosqueda coming into the picture right about now on the left-hand side. Good work by Hurtado to get the shot off, and the deflection, I think it was off of Tarbell.
Marinovich and Baldomero Toledo signals the end of this one. as Vancouver gets out of San Jose with 3 points.